Hello, Renaissance Academy kids, and welcome back today to another exciting adventure into being creative. Today we're going to do a fun little project. I have gone in the backyard and gathered some fun pine cones and leaves and some of these little whirligigs, and we are going to make a funny little guy out of pine cones. You can gather acorns or whatever you like. We're going to put little googly eyes on them and have some fun today. So let's jump in and gather some neat supplies and things from your backyard, and let's get going. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is gather all your supplies that you think you might want. I've got some pine cones here and some funny moss that I thought I could make into a hair or something. We'll figure that out. I've got a bunch of cotton balls and sequins and googly eyes that I may play with here. And while I was in the backyard, I found some curly vine things that I thought I might play with that. Make them like little antennas. And then I have some fake leaves that I've just been collecting and may do something with these. I have, you can buy these little bird nests at craft stores. So I bought one of these. I may put that in. I may put like a little pine cone in a nest. I don't know. We'll play with that a little bit. And then I may glue on some wings onto the back of my little pine cone guy like that. Okay, so let's jump in and let's see where this is going to take us. The first thing I want to start with are the legs and arms. So I have what I'm going to call my arms, one pipe cleaner and another pipe cleaner for his legs. So let's take this pine cone. I have these long, tall ones. I may do two because I do think he needs a buddy. So we'll set those aside for now. And I'm going to take the arms and bring them inside the pine cone like this and wrap them around. Like that. So there. That is his arms. Those are his arms right there. And then his legs, we'll do the same thing way down here so that he can have legs. Or if you don't want your pine cone to have legs, you don't have to do them either. They're just kind of funny. Try to work that into the pine cone. If you're using a pine cone like this, you can kind of do your best to tie it on or glue them on, whatever works. And you don't have to choose black. These are just what I had. And you can get sparkly pipe cleaners or any kind of pipe cleaner you want. I'm giving it a little bit of a twist there so that it doesn't come undone. So you can sit like this. Woohoo! All right, so that part was easy. So we're gonna kind of cross his legs and maybe I'll fold his arms in half so they're not quite as long. There. Okay. Now I'm gonna give him some eyes. So I think I just wanna find a shape of eyes or size that might look best for our guy. Oh, you could get really funny and go one big and one small. How crazy would that be? Or here's two little, a little one and a slightly little one, like that. I think that's funny. Maybe I'll do two small ones because it might be kind of difficult to actually, if you have a pine cone like this, it might be easier to glue a bigger pine cone on, or might be easier to glue a bigger googly eye on like this. But with a pine cone like this, there's not as much surface. So I have to find two little pine cone things that can take the glue. So I'm gonna do that and I'll do a smaller eye for this guy. So we'll put a dab of glue here and a dab of glue there. Put an eye on it and we'll put an eye over here. And I think while this is drying, I may put in a nose somewhere too. Let's glue in. I think this would be really cool right here. Okay, so we'll do that. Since these eyes are gonna have to dry, I'll just plop in a nose in place here and we'll let this dry for a few minutes. Okay, we're gonna let this guy dry. While he's drying, I'll do up another one so that they can dry at the same time. We'll lay him down there so the eyes don't fall off. I'll take this guy. So when it is all dry and you are ready to start with the next step, I think the next thing to do on this little guy would be to add the hair. So I'm gonna add some crazy hair. Let's take some green. And we're gonna just kind of spread out this moss just a little bit. I'm gonna glue on the moss like this, and then I'll pat it into place on his head. I'll give him some more. And then maybe a little bit in the back. Just pat that right in place. All right. So he's looking pretty funny so far. So I thought maybe what I could do now is to take some of these curly grapevine things that I found and stick them in the hair like this, like antlers. That looks pretty funny to me. How's that? Push that down. Maybe one final thing we can add to this guy is to give him a flower hat. So I'm gonna take this flower and put a little bit of glue in the middle, like this, and then push that right down on his head. Just like that. Oh, and he needs some wings, so I'm gonna glue these wings right to the back. All right, so we're gonna set this guy aside and I'll finish the other one. So here he is waiting for some character. So let's give him some of this hair. I think this would be funny. Just gonna spread that out. And we'll pack that in place. Just like that. And maybe he would like a feather or a leaf hat. Oh yeah, that's quite lovely. Some glue on top there. Put this leaf right on his head like that. Give him some, oh, what else? Enjoyed this one, and we'll play around with just exploring being creative and using nature to just have some fun and make a funny little guy or a little girl or however you want to make these. All right, you guys, that's it. All right, well, that wraps up our fun project of making some funny little guys. I hope that you enjoyed this project today, and I hope that you come up with something really fantastic and share them with your friends and family. They love these things. All right, you guys, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.